Hola, hola. ¡Mimi! ¡Feliz cumpleaños para Mimi! ¡Happy birthday, Mimi! ¡Tanjoubi omedetou gozaimasu! Acá estamos. Vamos a invitar a Dasha. Entren rapidito, gente. Vamos a ver, no veo a Dasha todavía. Ah, aquí está ya Dasha. Ok. Ok.
Hello.
Hello, welcome, Dasha.
Okay, I think I will change camera already in the...
Ok. Miren qué lindo. Ya van a ver el truco. Ya van a ver el truco. ¿Cómo es que se cambian? Miren qué lindas. Pueden utilizar, perdón, mi gato. Y así. Ok. Everybody is so excited, Dasha. Look at that one, Dasha. It's so beautiful. The paper gives a special look to the bracelets.
Yes, certainly. For bracelet, the most important thing is not what is the unit, but which paper you use. So that
Dice Dasha que lo más
sometimes
importante es eso, el papel. Ajá.
sometimes it can be very simple design as is here, but with the right paper, you can create quite nice things.
Wow, I love that. Dice Dasha que a veces el diseño de la pulsera puede ser algo sencillo, pero lo que le va a dar el toque personal es el papel que ustedes elijan. Así que, gente, elijan un papel hermoso para plegar sus pulseras. Ok, Dasha.
Okay, so can we start?
Yeah,
Do you think?
we can start.
We will repeat several times, so if somebody joins later, they can catch up.
Yes, that's true.
I only wanted to say one word. The white side will be visible inside the bracelet, which you can use as a designer's, like it can be a nice touch. For example, here that you have, the light is horrible. I will turn it off. Maybe you will see more.
It looks good, don't worry.
Okay, so you can really play also with this feature that inside is the back side of the paper.
Ok. Dice
Okay.
Dasha que tengamos en cuenta que el lado blanco del papel va a estar en la parte de adentro de la pulsera. Así que si ustedes quieren hacer una pulsera que quede con un acabado bien bonito y elegante, como el de Dasha que quedó negro, pueden utilizar papel de duo paper para que no les vaya a quedar blanca de adentro. ¿Ok?
Okay. So prepare first sheet. Okay. I start color side up. I fold together and only pinch here. Only one
Ok.
corner.
Only one pinch. One corner. Solamente una esquinita, ¿ok?
I will always mark what we did so that you can see. Here is my pinch.
Ok.
Now I am going to fold two diagonal, so return the paper.
Vamos a doblar dos diagonales. One.
And unfold and add another one.
Ok. Aquí vamos.
So for people who are coming only now, we will repeat the whole process again two
Para
more
las personas que
times at
recién
least.
se unen, no se preocupen porque vamos a hacer el módulo varias veces y es muy simple, así que ya se van a catch up, ya van a ponerse al día, ¿ok?
Ahoj Jakub zo Slovenska. Somebody from Slovakia joined. So we turn the paper to see the color side.
Okay.
And we fold the side which is opposite to the pinch mark. To the pinch mark, like to that side.
Ok. Pinch mark queda de este lado, gente.
Yes. Okay, so side went to the pinch mark. Okay, now we collapse. You see, when I put, I can pop the paper up and we collapse water bomb base.
Yeah.
Okay, now I am searching for my pinch mark. On one of these triangles is my pinch.
Yes.
Now, I hold only one layer of paper here.
Solamente una capa. Tomen una capa nada más.
And I take this point and bring it to the pinch mark.
Y traemos esto a la marquita, ¿ok?
Hi to Spain.
Hello, Spain. Hola, España. Bienvenido, España.
And I fold, if you look from, you hold together well, and then here behind, you can feel and fold the paper.
Okay.
Okay? Can you see? Like we only fold it here.
Yes.
I apologize for this light, but I never had workshop in the evening so that I wasn't using artificial light, and
It's
the shadows are
okay.
quite horrible.
It's okay.
Okay.
The light is fine. Don't worry, Dasha. It's okay.
Okay. So now I am going to squash this part. What I do is that I go inside with my finger to open it really till the end. And then I bring this fold. There is a fold mark there. I bring it to the corner.
Ok. La línea la vamos a justamente alinear con esta esquinita de acá, ¿ok? Tiene que estar alineada. Miren. Exacto.
Okay, so that it is nicely centered.
Ok.
And now we turn around and we repeat the same thing. So again, because if you just do it like this, you can see here is this little paper which is not squashed.
Exactly.
So I really want first to go inside. If you struggle with that, use some stick or something to go really till the end, open it there, and then find the good position so that the line continue to this V.
Exacto. Ok.
Ivan Ježík. Sorry, there is somebody else from Slovakia who just joined, and I couldn't.
Welcome, Slovakia.
But it's somebody who doesn't fold at all.
Oh, really? So welcome.
Yes. Okay, so we have now this kind of butterfly, let's call it butterfly, and I'm going just to fold it in half.
Okay.
Okay? What you should see now is that you have your pinch mark on this side and you have belly fold here.
Yes.
Okay? If you don't have this situation, look at the other side. Maybe it's there. I don't know. Okay? But you should be able to see this. So I just...
por esta línea.
Okay, and now I am going to bring both of these to the pinch mark.
Okay. Tomemos las dos y las vamos a traer a la marca, a la pinch mark, a lo que ella hizo al principio, la rayita de en medio, ¿ok? Las dos.
And I repeat the same thing here.
Okay.
And don't worry, I am a precision freak, but this is fine because we need this little space which is created by this folding two layers together.
Okay. Dice Dasha que está bien si no se juntan, que necesitamos ese espacio, así que está bien.
Okay. And now, when we folded both of them, we just unfold back. You take one layer and fold it back, so you will see the whole white square.
Okay.
And now our unit is finished. So if you look from other side, you have like front legs, back legs, and head.
Front legs. Oh, miren lo que tenemos. Esta es la unidad. Tenemos manitas, patitas y cabeza. Eso es lo que tenemos, lo que tiene esta unidad. Hello, Jessie.
Okay. So this is one finished unit, and I will fold with you one more. If you remember, you can fold on your own because we will need at least 12 of them in this size.
Ok. Dice ella que vamos a doblar otras unidades más y que ustedes pueden doblar 12, 14, depende del tamaño del papel que ustedes tengan. Entonces vamos a doblar 2 más y después ella les va a enseñar cómo unirlas. Ok.
Okay. So now the same thing. We first start with pinch just on one side.
Okay.
Okay. Then I turn around and we fold 2 diagonals.
Okay. No robes cámara, Jessie. Okay, 1.
I would fold on the table, but then you would not see. So
Yes.
feel free to fold on the table.
Okay. Dáša dice que ella lo doblaría en la mesa, pero para que ustedes vean mejor, lo está doblando de esa forma. Y yo no doblo en la mesa porque tengo un visitante. Ok.
Okay, we turn around. I just mark my pinch on both. And we bring the side opposite to the pinch mark.
Ok.
Side.
Y doblamos.
Okay. We unfold. I am just pushing the center of the paper to make a pop.
Okay.
And then you can just bring those 2 valley folds together to create water bomb base. And now we find the side where is the pinch mark.
Encuentren el lado donde está la pinch mark, donde está la
marquita. I hold only one layer with the pinch mark and bring this corner to the pinch mark.
Okay.
And you can see how I do it. I hold it and I just, because you can feel where the paper is. And I just fold inside.
Ella está doblando la parte de adentro, para que quede aplanado.
You will see the line folded. Now again, you can use stick or something or your finger and you squash nicely around the center.
Perfect.
And we repeat the same thing here. Now you can see where is my pinch. You can already rotate it so that your pinch mark is now up on top. And I just refold that.
Doblamos para abajo.
So I see my valley fold and the pinch mark at the same side. And I take both corners and bring them to the central pinch.
Okay. Acuérdense que no van a llegar las dos, sino que está bien si no llegan las dos. Siempre llega una y la otra se queda.
And I do the same thing with the other.
Hacemos lo mismo con las otras.
I open and I just open one layer. And we have another unit done.
Okay.
You turned off the comments?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, I just wanted to know if the people, if they are doing well, if they can, if they are fine with the folding.
I'm going to activate the comments. People, are you okay? Are you okay with the module? Mándenme corazoncitos, escríbanme si pudieron hacer el módulo. Vamos a ver. Podemos hacer otro módulo, Dáša. Están bien, ellos están bien.
Okay.
Sí.
So.
Oh, ahí están. Dáša, the hearts mean that everything is okay. Look.
Okay,
Look,
okay.
Hearts. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, great.
Okay.
So, but we all need at least 3 units. So I will fold one more, but maybe a bit faster.
Ok. Vamos a doblar
Uh,
otra un poquito más rápido.
Okay, so the first pinch, and you can go as fast as you want now. No, sorry. I was doing this first. We can change the order, but
Yeah, it's after we're going to get lost. It's not going to
yes.
work.
So,
Okay. I love this module, Dasha. It's not difficult and it's very pretty when you're putting everything together.
yes, I like it too. I like simplicity more and more.
That's amazing. Dice Dasha que le gusta mucho la simplicidad.
So we fold together. The pinch serves as our marker, like not to get lost, and we use it several times during the folding. So
Yes.
now I push,
Okay.
collapse, turn to see the pinch mark.
Busquen siempre el pinch mark. Pueden ustedes marcarla porque es importante.
I fold there, and I just fold following my feelings behind so that I well mark the fold. And now the nice squash with opening first.
Okay.
Turning around and doing the same thing
Yes.
here. And as I did before, it's maybe better to go and rotate it so that you can see pinch up.
The pinch,
We
yes.
fold
Pinch
back
up. Okay.
so that we already have it in right
Yeah.
orientation, and we fold to the pinch.
To the pinch.
To the pinch.
Acá.
And we fold to the pinch on the back.
Yes. Okay.
And the very last we
Y
open the
abrimos.
unit so we see the square.
Yes. Aquí está, miren.
Okay.
Manitas y piecitos. Ok. Ahora vamos a ver el ensamble. Pongan mucha atención en el ensamble, the assembly. We need to learn to put them together. We need at least three.
Yes.
3 pieces,
So
yeah.
I think I will show how to connect now.
Okay.
And afterward, everybody can, if somebody doesn't have yet 3 units, they can catch up after.
Yeah. Okay.
So we take 2 units like this.
Tomamos 2 unidades.
You can open slightly their legs. And we put the tail, whatever, let's call it tail,
Okay.
inside here,
Acá.
in the mouth. Okay. And I hold it and turn around.
Deténganlo y denle vuelta.
Now you can see that only here, the 2 of them are at the same place.
Yes.
So we will always work only where 2 legs are at the same place.
Okay.
And now it's very important, what are you going to do? If you look at first leg, it wants to fold back. Is as mountain.
Yes.
And right behind it is this big triangular pocket.
Yes.
So this first leg, we always start with the leg which we see on top. So this is the first one, and it wants to fold like this. So we are going to fold it into this pocket behind.
Okay. Las 2 piernitas van a quedar juntas siempre y vamos a plegar siempre la primera, la que está encima, la vamos a pegar y la vamos a meter adentro, la plegamos y la metemos adentro del bolsito, de la bolsa.
Now, if you look at other leg, this one wants to fold in front. So that's the direction where we are going to find the pocket.
Okay. Y la otra se dobla para adelante, ya está plegada para adelante, entonces solo abrimos el bolso o la bolsita y lo metemos, miren.
And when there is no leg, you can turn and repeat here.
Y ahora que ya están dobladas las dos piernitas, le damos vuelta y vamos a repetir lo mismo con estas.
And always look to which direction it wants to fold. Like this one wants to fold as mountain folding. So that's the direction where I am searching for the pocket.
Ok. Siempre vean la dirección en la que ya está plegada. Miren, va para
You
atrás.
can, yes, continue.
Ok. Y la de atrás para adelante.
You can use stick if you have problems to put it really till the end.
Ok. Pueden utilizar un palillo.
And we do the same with the other one. This one wants to fold in front. So that's where we will find the pocket. Okay? So now that these two units are very well connected.
Okay.
And now we take third one.
Ponemos otra, la tercera.
And I want to show you because with many times, many units, you can go and connect the other unit in two directions. Either I go here or I go here.
O en atrás.
And very often, one of these is much simpler than the other one. I recommend.
Let me tell them that, Dasha, because this is very important.
Yes.
Fíjense bien en esto que vamos a hacer en este momento, porque algunas personas tienden a poner el módulo acá adelante y otras personas tienden a poner el módulo atrás. Pero solamente hay una forma correcta que les va a facilitar la forma de ponerlo, de colocarlas. Ya van a ver por qué. Dasha les va a explicar en este momento. Ok, Dasha.
Okay, so always when you are struggling with connecting them in one direction, try if it's not easier connecting them on going in opposite direction. So I try to connect them here, okay, to put them in front.
Okay.
We turn around and look what's happening here. Okay. I fold first as before.
I see.
And now you can see that this there is a pocket for this unit, but it's already smaller and it's much harder to put this thing inside such a the same size pocket than it was before when the pocket was completely open. The whole now the half of it is already used and it's blocked. It's here.
Ok, lo que Dasha está diciendo en este momento es que si nosotros ponemos la unidad al principio nos va a costar más, porque cuando metemos esto en el bolsillo de atrás, aquí no hay ningún problema. El inconveniente es cuando metemos este acá. Como ustedes ven, la mitad ya está ocupada. Entonces ustedes tienen el bolsillo súper chiquitito para meter esto y le va a costar mucho más.
Okay, so this was just to, we try to connect them because this was already a bit more complicated. So I try and we connect them from the other direction, from the back.
Siempre lo vamos a conectar por atrás.
And let's see how it works here.
Y van a ver la diferencia. Aquí no hay bolsillos ocupados. Miren.
Okay, first one was without any problem. The pocket was big. But if you can see now that here also we still have the whole big pocket. So it's much easier to put it in the pocket now.
Yes. Esta vez fue más fácil, ven ustedes, porque este bolsillo está desocupado, está vacío. Entonces, se nos hace más fácil colocarlo de esta forma. Miren.
And once again, you always work with the leg which is right in front of you. So I start with this one. I look in which direction it wants to fold. And there is where I search for a pocket.
Mira, siempre buscamos por el bolsillo. Las alitas les indican la dirección donde doblar. Miren qué fácil. Hoy no hay problema de que ya estaba ocupado.
Okay. And
Okay, great.
after we will continue in the very same way. Always newcomers, always they are polite, they come
In the back.
and in the back as if we were waiting for something.
Oh,
So
todos se van a poner atrás, no adelante porque les va a costar. ¿Ok?
and that's all
Wow.
for the first version.
Y eso es todo, como ella dice, para la primera variación, para la primera variante. Y lo hice yo de la misma forma. Voy a cambiar el color. Al final. And this is everything you need for the first variation. Esta es la primera variación.
With the spike.
Con las púas. The spiky bracelet.
Yes, that's why it's called spiky bracelet.
The spiky bracelet. Wow.
And with paper like this, I think it works quite well. But it's true that if you put it on your hand, some people don't like that it can get, I don't know what's the word in English, but sometimes you have problems that you will hit something and it will
fall apart.
Yes, something will happen. And one more thing I wanted to tell you is that if you use even unit of numbers, of units, it's possible to transport it flat.
Oh, that's great. Oigan,
so you can just flatten it and put it in your pocket.
Que si ustedes utilizan un número par para hacer las unidades, ustedes pueden aplastarla para transportarla de una forma más fácil. La pueden aplastar. Solamente tiene que ser de unidades pares.
Yes, you can see here what happens when it's odd number.
Yes.
So you can't, but I find it nice that it has this property.
That's amazing. That's great. Así que traten de hacerla de números pares, ¿ok? Yo ya tengo mis módulos, miren, ustedes los van uniendo.
Okay, so I recommend you now, if you have at least 4 units connected, that you can work with this part of the bracelet, and I will show you how to make variation for this one. It's simple, but it's not that easy to do.
Okay.
Okay. So
Dáša dice Dáša que si ya ustedes terminaron 3 unidades, las unidades que ustedes tengan, por favor, conéctenlas, porque ella les va a enseñar en este momento cómo hacer las variaciones. Así que, aunque tengan 3 unidades terminadas, conéctenlas en este momento. Cuando la conecten, por favor, manden los corazoncitos. Dáša, I'm going to turn on the comments, so they are going to tell us if they have them. Okay. Hey, that's important, Dáša. Let me check these ones if they are... it's even number, Dáša.
Yes, perfect.
Yeah. And look at this one, is mixed because I didn't.
Yes, I have also ones like that.
Exactly.
Here.
Let me see this one, mix or no, both are even numbers, so that's good because I can make it flatten. Okay. Oh, ya tienen los módulos conectados, dicen ellos. Okay, listo. They say ready.
Okay, perfect. I just wanted to say hi to Judith from England.
Hi, Judith.
Okay, so the thing is, I prefer to connect the bracelet, not completely, but to make a big piece of it, and then start making variation
Ajá.
because it's much easier to continue adding the units in the right way when you have this structure.
Ok, ok.
When you have spikes.
Ok. Dice Dasha que ella recomienda primero poner todas las unidades completas y después hacer las variaciones y no hacer el módulo con variación, sino que primero conectarlas y es más fácil hacer la variación. Ok.
Okay, so choose one of the units which is in the middle, which is connected on both sides.
Ok.
And we fold it also back. We fold the spike also back.
Ok.
And then we fold it to the middle. It's not always easy to guess, but you just use your...
Ok.
And now it's very simple, in fact. Like we are only going to squash this. So I will put my finger here and I will open also the other part.
Abrimos las dos partes.
And now I know that this step is not easy to do. So be patient and try again and again. You will have maybe whole bracelet to learn how to find your way,
Yeah.
how to do it. Sometimes you really have to pull the paper.
Yes, because it's hard.
Because it can be sometimes really blocked or not wanting to obey. You can use stick sometimes to help you shape it.
Ok. Oh, I don't have sticks here, but pueden utilizar ustedes palillos para darle forma. Dice que cuesta dejar las parejitas, y es cierto, a mí no me han quedado parejitas. Miren, esta me quedó chiquita, esta me quedó grande, pero ustedes utilicen un palillo para poderle dar forma.
Okay, and that's basically it. Like there is nothing else, and
Eso es
you
todo.
can go on. Okay, and if you want, you can do even something like this.
Y esa es otra variación. Miren, ya con el palillo ustedes presionan aquí, así como está haciendo ella. Miren qué linda.
You can do whatever you want. This is your playground. This part, this spike is your playground. Like if you think about something more interesting, here you can see something else.
Yes.
Some people were saying like, put here the beads.
That's beautiful.
Pearls.
I was thinking about that. Yes.
So there are many options how to, you can continue folding like...
Dice Dasha que esto es como un parque de diversiones para ustedes, porque ustedes, media vez ustedes hacen esto, ya después pueden darle la forma que ella le dio, incluso pueden poner una piedrita ahí en esa que queda como cajita levantada. Entonces ya ustedes pueden hacer las variantes que ustedes quieran. Así que ya tienen una idea más para hacer para sus pulseras. El mío me quedó feo. Miren qué lindo lo está haciendo ella. Otra variación, miren. Wow, another variation.
Yes, they're like really that paper is your to use.
Yes.
If you want, keep it as spike. If you want to do something with it, feel free to do something with it.
Miren qué lindo le está quedando a Dasha. That looks amazing, Dasha. That looks very pretty.
But it's not that stable. Like when you have it on your hand, maybe it would be. The shape wouldn't stay as it is. So maybe with some varnish or something.
Dice Dasha que le pueden poner algo, una capa de barniz o una capa de líquido para que la pulsera de ustedes quede dura y ya se pueda utilizar. Ya se pueda vender también, gente. Imagínense. Que pueden jugar con sus niñas ustedes.
But you can also do very different, like totally different thing with this try. But really, this is the paper you can play with quite freely. So, for example, you may want to open only one side like this, like I was just pushing here in one side. And, for example, decide to keep it just like this. But again, it's the form which is kind of, yes, it's nice, but I think it would need some kind of stabilizing with varnish or something.
Miren, ese es cuando quieren abrir solamente un lado. Como ella dice, este triángulo es el playground de ustedes. Es lo que les va a dar a ustedes libertad de desarrollar el diseño en la pulsera que ustedes quieran. Miren qué lindo los diseños que ella está haciendo.
Like if you would, for example, you can do this, changing the directions, like once there, and I think that it would look beautiful. But the question is how to make it that it won't be squashed on your hand. So sometimes, yes, you can find interesting things, but as it is supposed to be bracelet, it's maybe not that handy.
Dáša,
but I like it.
What do you use to coat your jewelry? Because I make jewelry and I use epoxy, but sometimes epoxy makes the paper very ugly. What do you use?
Yes, I was experimenting with resin, the epoxy resin as well, but I don't like. I prefer when my paper still looks like paper. Like for example here, it's not that heavily varnished, so. But I discovered that, how to say, not shiny varnish, but the matte varnish works better for my taste, because I really don't like when it is too shiny. Too shiny, because it looks like plastic sometimes. And I think it's a pity.
Miren qué lindo lo que dice Dáša. Ella dice que le gusta el barniz, pero el barniz opaco. Porque a ella le gusta que se vea todavía como papel, no que se vea como vidrio, ni que se vea muy brillante. Ahí a cuestión de cada gusto de ustedes, como a ustedes les gustaría que se viera. That's
but for example, here I used shiny varnish because you have this gold shiny part, and if I use matte varnish, I would lost that shine. So you have to. Each paper wants something different as varnish. For example, here again, there's a silver part here. So for this one, again, I used shiny varnish.
Yes, wow. Para eso dice ella que ella utilizó barniz con brillo porque el papel tenía dorado y tenía plateado. Entonces son colores brillantes en sí. Entonces para que no pierdan ese brillo, ella le puso barniz brilloso. I love those ones, Dáša. Those rings are amazing. Wow.
Yes, and here's also, I think, the paper is kind of iridescent. I don't know what's the name.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you can see it,
that's
but...
translucent paper, yeah.
And this is slightly translucent, yes.
Yes. Ese lo hizo con papel vegetal, lo que le llamamos nosotros en Latinoamérica papel vegetal. Wow, that's beautiful. So we have a lot to discover with our imagination.
Oh yes, certainly. Like I really think that our mind and together with paper can be the great playground for hours. I don't believe that somebody who has paper, like if I had paper and was with all the time I got, I don't believe I would be bored so easily.
I love that. I love that. Dice Dáša que ella no cree que una persona que tenga un pedazo de papel en la mano se vaya a aburrir porque hay tanto que hacer, tanto que descubrir. Wow, that's true. That's true. That's amazing. I love it, Dáša.
So you have playground. You have whole bracelet to play with.
Exactly.
You can do everything differently. Every unit can be made differently. But I really recommend first to join the units in the spiky form and only then start playing with them.
Yes. Dice
Because you
Dasha,
can get lost.
Dice Dasha que ella recomienda que ustedes unan primero todas las piezas y después que se pongan a jugar. No lo vayan a hacer uno por uno, ¿ok? Voy a terminar yo mi spiky. Okay, Dasha, do we turn the camera again? Let me see.
Yes, we can.
Okay, let me see.
But we can also finish.
Yes, we're going to finish now. I am going to enable the comments. So,
Okay.
okay, people, we're going to finish soon. So please, everybody, I want you to write something to Dasha. Hi, Dasha. I loved it so much. I enjoyed it. I had so much fun. And I know everybody did. Yes. Wow. That was amazing. Look, it's spectacular. Look how many hearts you're receiving. Yes. Thank you so
nice.
much. Thank you so much. And you have taught these bracelets also in some workshops in Europe, right?
Yes. I was teaching it in Italy for sure, and I think in some other places. It's an old model. So I think some of the people already folded it, maybe.
Wow.
Okay.
Dice Dasha que esta pulsera la ha enseñado ella en algunos talleres en Europa. Así que nosotros en este momento viajamos, nos transportamos hasta Génova, Suiza, para plegar con Dasha. Imagínense qué honor. Thank you so much, Dasha, for everything. Thank you for sharing your knowledge. I know that people love your work, and if there was somebody who didn't know you, I don't believe it, now they know your work. Look, even in Italian, gracias mille. Ay, genial, nunca había. Oh, look at that. They say thank you so much. Dasha, thank you so much. You are amazing.
Yeah. I was happy really to be here, so thank you for...
Thank you so much. And wait some time. When they finish making your bracelets, be ready for the tags. Por favor, etiqueten a Paper Rain. Si pueden tomarse una selfie mostrando sus pulseras, va a ser sorprendente. So, thank you so much, Dasha. Have a wonderful evening. We admire you. Latinoamérica te ama.
Don't admire me.
Latinoamérica te ama. Latin America.
You are in my heart.
Thank you so much, Dasha. Gracias a todos. Jose Melsen is there also. She says, gorgeous. Thanks, Dasha. Muchas gracias, Dasha. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. So take care.
Thank you, everybody, for coming.
And please, if you take pictures of Dasha and me, Dasha, can you do me a favor? Can you show your bracelet? Okay.
I have so many of them.
Por favor, tómenos unas fotos con Dasha en este momento porque yo no puedo y me las envían. Porfa, se los agradecería. Miren qué lindo. They say, eres una genia. Genia means you are amazing. Thank you so much, Dasha. Take care. Thank you.
You too, everybody, everywhere.
Thank you. Adiós a todos.
Bye.